DeSoto and the DeSoto Plymouth dealers from coast to coast present Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life. Now, here he is, the one, the only.
Here I am again with $1,500 for one of our couples. And if any of them say the secret word, the duck will come down and pay him $100. The word tonight is voice, V-O-I-C-E. George, fire away.
We have a couple of young people, Groucho. Miss Geraldine Tyler and Mr. Brad Andres. So, folks, would you come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Say the secret word, and you'll each get an extra $50. It's a common word. It's a common word, something you always have with you. It's a common word, something you always have with you. Anybody that looks like you, don't delay. Run in. Geraldine Tyler and Brad Andrews, huh? Geraldine, that's a rather unusual name. Where does it come from?
Well, actually, my father got it back in Minnesota.
Your father's name is Geraldine?
No, my father's name is Gerald.
Oh, and you're Brad Andres?
That's
Is that
right.
the way you pronounce it?
Andres, yes.
Look at those dimples. Can you imagine if a girl had that? Huh? Where were you born, Brad?
I was born in Stockton, California.
Stockton, huh? Is that in California?
That's right.
Oh, well, are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Look at those dimples there, huh?
Yeah.
How about you? Are you married, Jerry?
No, I'm not.
No. You're a very pretty girl, Jerry. Has anybody ever told you that before?
Well, on occasion, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Who told you?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I mean, what was the occasion? Under what conditions were you told you were a very pretty girl?
Well,
Was it a quiet moonlight night, an orchestra softly playing in the distance?
well, on different occasions, I guess out on dates.
Jerry, why don't you just tell me to mind my own business? In that case, the show would be over, I'd get bounced, and on Monday morning, you'd find me in front of the bank with a tin cup in my hand. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you?
No.
Well, then answer my question.
All right.
Get back to you in a minute. Now, Brad, let's find out a few facts about you. Where were you born?
I was born in Stockton, California.
Well, what do you do for a living? Anything that we can talk about?
Well, I'm a professional motorcycle racer.
No. How old are you, Brad?
I'm 20 years old.
20. Well, that's a nice age for a motorcycle racer. Have you won any major motorcycle races, Brad?
Well, I've won my share.
Well, that's kind of ambiguous. I mean, do you hold any titles?
Well, I hold titles in a number of states, and I'm also a Grand National Champion in the United States.
You're the Grand National Champion of the United States. Well,
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Aren't you pretty young to be the national champ?
Well, I'm the youngest national champion in motorcycle history, yes.
Well, that's quite an honor.
Yes, it is.
However, I imagine in motorcycle racing, there's no such thing as an old champion, is there? I used to drive one years ago, you know, an Indian.
Did you?
We used to have 4 of them. We used to travel from town to town in motorcycles. Hopper had a Harley Davidson. And I forget what Chico had. Chico had a girl in Topeka, I remember that. Jerry, what do you think of the champ here?
Well, I think his life sounds very exciting and
Yes. Well, I mean,
dangerous.
yes.
I
what
think
is-
he's very nice.
Yes. What is your opinion of Jerry, Dimples?
I think she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a hunch the Grand National Champion is getting ready to hook up a sidecar to his motorcycle. Do you have a job, Jerry?
No, I'm a student at the University of Southern California.
Well, in addition to the football players, what else are you studying?
Well, my major is business education, and that includes courses in business and those in education, and I have also courses in finance and accounting.
Uh-huh. Would you be interested in riding on the rear end of a motorcycle? Well, why are you taking a business course? Do you plan to plunge into Wall Street?
Well, no, not necessarily. Actually, I don't really plan to go into business. I think that it would probably help me a lot after I get married and budgeting and such.
You expect to stick to a budget if you get married? This is unheard of. Obviously, you've never been married.
No.
Jerry, I'm curious. Say you married a nice young fellow with a fairly good job. He had dimples, and his income was around $100 a week, and he was a fugitive from Stockton. Now, how would you budget that?
Well, I never really figured out a budget. Did you want me to do it now?
Well, if you could do it quickly and, just touch the high spots.
Well, to begin with, I guess I'd put about 25% into rent.
Into rent.
And-
That's $25.
And about 25% into food.
That's $50.
And about 10% into miscellaneous expenses.
It's like diapers, you mean?
And
That's $60.
5% into doctors and dentist bills. And,
Oh, are you living in a dream world?
and about 15% for clothes. And about 15% for furniture.
Well, he just hopped on his motorcycle and left, huh? Jerry, I predict you're going to make some man a very good normal wife.
Thank you.
So far, you've successfully budgeted 125% of his income. It means you'll get along fine. That is, if he hocks his motorcycle. Now, let's get down to the serious business and play You Bet Your Life. Remember, we start you off with $100. If you miss a question, you lose half your bankroll. You selected small towns and cities of the United States. I'm going to list 6 cities and towns, all in the same state, and you tell me in what state they are located. And remember, the more the question is worth, the harder it is.
What do you want to start with? Okay.
How much?
About 50.
50. Here are the towns and cities. Duckwater, Virginia City, Tonopah, I guess that's the way you pronounce it. Yeah. Searchlight, Mizpah, and Goldfield. You tell me the state.
Do you recognize anyone? No. Virginia City.
Goldfield, Mizpah, Searchlight, Tonopah, Virginia City, and Duckwater.
The only guess would be Virginia. I don't know.
Well, it's not a very good guess. You're quite a ways. It's Nevada.
Oh.
Well, you still have $50.
Now what are you going to go for? 60?
Yeah,
60.
I hope you get it.
Here are the towns and cities. Barnstable, Lowell, Peabody, Ipswich, Tanis Falls, and Chicopee. You tell me the state. Barnstable, Lowell, Peabody, Ipswich, Tanis Falls, and Chicopee.
None of them sound familiar.
Where did you go on your motorcycle? Didn't you ever leave Sacramento? Take a guess.
You guess.
Oh, Minnesota.
No, it's Massachusetts.
Oh.
Now, you're rapidly getting down to nothing. Now you have how much?
25.
$25. Now what do you want to go for?
Maybe we better take an easier one.
Easy one? 40? Here are the towns and cities. Globe, Prescott, Bisbee, Flagstaff, Safford, and Clifton. What is the state?
Arizona.
Arizona is right. Don't go any further.
You now have $65.
Thank you. At least we got one.
Now what? Now what? 70? 30? 100? 10?
70.
70. Here are the towns and cities. You tell me what state they're in. Fort Myers, Live Oak, Green Cove Springs, Fort Lauderdale, DeLand, and St. Augustine.
Oh, Florida.
That's right, Florida. That's right, it's Florida.
And you wind up with $135.
Today, mothers are happier, are younger. They give just a little more special care to their families and enjoy thinking of special ways to please them. That's why they use the in ingredient for modern cooking, Pet evaporated milk, with more than double the cream of ordinary milk. Pet milk is in for that delicious casserole, in for a whole new flavor in smothered chicken. Pet milk is in with delicious desserts that give these little benefits. So rich, so modern, with more than double the cream of ordinary milk. Pet milk is in with today's cooking.
Groucho, Icy May Hoffman, and Louis Glazer are waiting to talk to you. So, folks, would you come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and divide $100. It's a common word, something you always have with you. Icy May Hoffman. Icy sounds like a pretty slippery character. What kind of a dish, what kind of a name is Icy, huh?
I was born on a cold day in February, and of course I had a real character for grandfather, and he called me Icy.
Oh, well, that's a cute name. I had a sister-in-law we called Icy, too, yeah. Well, it could have been worse. You could have been born a couple of days later when it turned warm.
Well, of course, my name is May, you know.
Yes, and in that case, your name would have been Slushy. Where are you from, Slush? Nice. Hot Springs?
Well, I was born in Clarksburg, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice town.
Below the Mason-Dixon.
Yeah. How long did go to this event occur, and where was it? What town?
Clarksburg, West Virginia.
Clarksburg?
February 1898, Groucho.
1898.
Yes.
Let's see this.
Oh, I'm 57. I'll be 58 in February.
'57, huh? Something wrong with your speedometer. You don't look a day over 35.
Oh, I'm glad of that.
How do you account for this youthful appearance?
Well, Groucho, you know, I tell you, Groucho, what you can do. You know, you can put a nice, fresh paint job on a car. But
Yeah.
you know what gives it away? The lines. So I'm trying to hold that line.
You may be yesterday's model car, but no one would ever know it.
Well,
When you
thank
walked out here, I said to
like
myself,
my-
now, there's a late model with a brand-new push-button transmission.
Oh, you like that. You think automatic, too? Oh.
Yes. And who are you again?
I'm Lou Glazer.
Lou Glazer, huh? Well, where are you from, Louis?
Well, I was born in Brooklyn, New York, but I came out here when I was 5 and settled in Southern California.
Come out by yourself?
Yeah, but my mother helped a little, too.
Oh, what'd she do, push you along the track?
No, I was a little older than that.
Oh. Now, what line of business are you in, Louis?
Well, Groucho, I'm one of the world's largest automobile manufacturers.
Automobiles?
Yes.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Glazer, huh? What make of automobiles do you manufacture? And be careful what you say. There's a man with a machine gun standing right behind you.
We make an 1893 Duryea.
That's all right.
And a Stutz Bearcat.
That's fine.
And a 29 Duesenberg, among many others.
No, you lost me, Lou. They haven't made any of those cars for 20 years. What's the catch? Is your clutch slipping?
Well, actually, I'm the owner and president of Revell, which is the world's largest manufacturer of plastic model kits. We make, in
And you
addition
just
to the
Revell in these old cars?
Yes, and also in the airplanes and ships we also manufacture.
Well, do you make a living just selling plastic kits to children?
Yes, Revell did a volume of a little over $7 million last year.
The kids spent $7 million on plastic toys last year?
That's right.
Certainly surprising. Huh? Well, Louis, you've been real successful in your own business. Now, let's see how well you and Icy can do in our game. You bet your life.
In the race for the $1,500, the first couple won $135. And the secret word is voice.
You selected science and medicine. What do you want to start with?
Do you think we should start with 50, 60, or 70? 60? Okay,
60.
$60.
What is the freezing temperature of water on a Fahrenheit scale?
32 degrees.
32 degrees? 32 degrees.
32 degrees is right.
And you now have $160.
Now, what are you going to go for? 70, 80, 90, 10?
70.
70. Anatomically speaking, what is a digit?
A digit. It's that one.
That's all right, a finger or toe. We'll accept that.
You now have $230.
All right. What for this time? How now, Violet?
80.
80. That's Shakespeare. What's the household name for sodium bicarbonate?
Oh, that could be just plain baking soda.
Yeah. Baking soda.
Baking soda.
You now have $310.
Now what? 100? 40?
90. 90.
All right, for $90. The cerebellum, I used to know a girl named Cerebellum. The cerebellum is found in what part of the human body?
The brain.
Yeah, they had the
Brain.
brain.
The brain
That's
is
the
correct.
Brain, yes.
And you wind up with $400.
Oh,
Whoops.
thank you.
Pet. Cook inspired with Pet. Creamy frozen fruit dessert. Easy with Pet evaporated milk. 1 package frozen fruit. 2/3 cup of Pet. Whip at low speed. Now 1/3 cup powdered sugar. Increase to high speed. Pet whips thick and smooth. Freeze to ice cream richness. Inspired. Inspired. Cook inspired with the milk with twice the country cream. Pet. And nothing is better for baby's formula. Pet. All the whole milk nourishment he needs. Extra vitamin D. Pure. So digestible. The best milk to help him grow healthy. Happy. Pet evaporated milk.
Groucho, we have a salesman for you now, Mr. Sam Whitman. His partner is a special guest, Miss Fifi Dorsey. So, folks, you go in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome. Fifi, it's nice to see you.
Well, I'm certainly very happy to see you, my chickie poo.
What am I? Your what?
You, my chickie poo, I call it.
Chickie poo, huh?
Yes. That's an endearing term, you know.
Well, I should hope so. Huh? You're my favorite French actress, Fifi. I'll never forget that picture you made with Will Rogers. What was it, Paris? Paris in the spring?
Oh, no, it was called They Had to See Paris.
Oh, it was a wonderful picture. Huh? You've got the greatest French accent I've ever heard, Fifi. What part of Paris were you born in, Fifi?
Lala. I'm very happy
You were born in Lala?
No.
No.
I have never seen Paris.
You've never been to Paris?
No?
I knew all along that was a Swedish accent.
La.
Well, where are you from, Fief? I'll just call you Fief, huh?
Okay,
We
call
get
me.
familiar very quickly around here.
Well.
Are you from Piccadilly?
Oh, no.
Did you ever Piccadilly when you were over in France?
Well, I was never in France and I never Piccadilly.
Oh.
I come from Montreal, Canada.
Oh, I remember that old song, I'm a Dreamer, Montreal. You remember that song? Are you married, Fief?
Well, not at the present time.
No.
I'm in circulation.
Oh. Well, are you interested in matrimony?
Well, I certainly am, Groucho. I certainly am.
What kind of a man would you be interested in?
Well, I would like to have a man that has the combination of American and French qualities.
You mean French charm and American cash? Is it?
Oh, well, that's an idea.
Good combination.
Yeah, very good combination.
Well, Fifi, you practice your French accent while I talk to your partner over here. Your name is Sam Whitman?
That's right. I've been standing here so long, I almost forgot whether I had a voice or not.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's the secret word?
You said the secret word, voice. You see it, Fifi?
Oh.
So you get $50, and Sam over here gets $50.
See,
Oh.
sometimes it pays to shut up.
Yes, it does.
La la. Wow, it's not...
In what part of Paris are you born in, Sam? Huh?
Well, unfortunately, I never got that far, but I was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
Oh.
and I live in Long Beach, California now.
What's your racket, Sam?
Well, it's not exactly a racket. I think it's an honest
What is
job.
your profession?
It's a trade.
A trade.
I'm a salesman for Sears Roebuck in Long Beach. I sell furniture.
Oh, I see. Well, what's your racket, Sam? Huh? Are you considered a fairly good salesman?
Well, I think I'm a top-notch salesman.
How many top notches have you sold this year? Do you get a bonus if you sell a lot of notches? And if
we
so,
get a gun.
bonus notches to you, Sam. What do you attribute your success as a salesman to, Sam?
Well, I like people, and I found that if you can get people to smile and laugh, you have a better chance to sell them. And so I've developed a habit of joking with customers and making puns about their names or where they're from. And I found that if I can make up a rhyme about a person or a situation, that I can get a rise out of them quicker enough if I just say it in just regular English. So I've developed
You're a poet, huh?
I'm a poet. I'm the poor man's Ogden Nash.
Well, when did you discover this talent for making up rhymes, Sam?
Well,
Is this a recent acquisition?
I think it happened about 3 or 4 years ago. I had a customer come in the store, a lady and her daughter, And
Pretty daughter?
she was a cute little chick, something like Fifi here, only she was from North Dakota, I found out. And I found out that her name was Rhoda. So on the back of my card, I made up a little verse. And it may not be exactly word for word, but it was something like this. I just met a girl from North Dakota, and I found out that her name was Rhoda. She's flouncy and bouncy, she's friendly and flouncy, and she effervesces like an ice cream soda. And so I've continued doing that.
You certainly have a flair for poetry, Sam. You say you made up this poem when she came in to see us in Roebuck?
Yes, I did.
Well, how long have you been now with Montgomery Ward?
Well, I've been with Sears Roebuck 15 years now, so I've given a lot of time to find me out.
Well, when you dream up one of these epic poems, do you retire to your ivory tower, or
No.
can you knock them out in the midst of the coffee tables and bric-a-brac?
That's right. I can do it right on the spot.
There's no place to hide at all.
No place.
Well, Sam, you seem like a real nice guy, and I've enjoyed talking to you and Fifi. Now let's see if you can win some money.
In the race for the $1,500, the second couple is leading with $400.
Now, this is an old-fashioned spelling bee. You get only one chance at the correct spelling and only one answer between you. I want you to spell the word and then pronounce it. And remember, the more the question is worth, the harder it is. Now, you can start with 10 all the way to 100.
Well, Fifi said she used to be a stenographer for a lawyer, and I'm pretty good at words, so I think we ought to do pretty well. We'll start with $100.
$100. Well, spell the word Renaissance, meaning rebirth or renewal. Renaissance.
Well, she says it's a French word. She ought to know. It's Renaissance.
That is absolutely correct.
Well, you're off to a great start. You have $200.
Vive la France!
Oh, la la, you said it, big boy.
As I said that, there was another cabinet change in Paris. Now what?
$90.
$90. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, I told him he was the boss there.
Okay. Well, spell the word surveillance, meaning close observation, constant watch. Surveillance.
That's what I said.
Surveillance. Surveillance.
No, that's not what I told you.
You spell it.
Okay. Surveillance.
Vive la France!
Well, you now have $290.
Sam, you can kiss your wife goodbye. She's got you nailed to the...
To the alphabet.
80.
80, huh? You two are going nuts here. All right.
He is. I'm following him.
We had this all agreed, so I'm not super
All right,
sure.
spell the word dissimilar, meaning not similar, unlike. Dissimilar.
Dissimilar.
Go no further. You are right.
You now have $370.
I presume now you're going for 70?
Your
And
presumption
here's
is right.
And I have plenty of that, Sam.
I know you do.
All right, for $70, spell the word irrefutable, meaning unquestionable, incapable of error or falsehood.
IRREFUTABLE.
Go no further. Vive la France! Give him a big kiss. Give him a big kiss.
Wind up with $440.
Oh, brother. There goes Sears Roebuck, Montgomery Ward, everything. Huh?
Or mail anybody.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you, Phoebe.
And that means that in just a moment, Fifi Dorsey and Sam Whitman will get the chance at the $1,500 question.
All right, George, bring out Sam Whitman and Fifi Dorsey and see if they can win $1,500. Are you ready? Well, here's the question. One of the best-known horses in literature was a sorry-looking nag named Rosinante. For $1,500, who is the equally ridiculous-looking owner of this equine bag of bones? Talk it over.
I don't know what the heck. The owner of say, I tell you, no. I give up. I give up.
Haven't got the slightest sense.
Oh,
No, well, it's Don Quixote. When I was a lad, I used to call it Don Quixquaxty. So that means the big question next week will be worth $2,000. Well, they lost the big money. How much they win in the quiz?
All the way, $440
And
in the
the
quiz.
secret word?
Yes, the bird came down, too.
Well, congratulations. And thanks to all of our contestants on the show tonight.
Remember, your DeSoto dealer sells two great cars. The outstanding 170 horsepower DeSoto Fire Dome V8 and the beautiful 54 Plymouth. America's best buy low-price car. DeSoto, Plymouth, both products of the Chrysler Corporation.
Friends, go in to see your DeSoto Plymouth dealer tomorrow. And when you do, tell them Groucho sent you.
Be sure to tune in next week, same time, same station, for Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life. Brought to you by your DeSoto Plymouth dealer. And don't forget to listen to You Bet Your Life every Wednesday night on radio.